Do you remember Fortress 1 that came out like only a few months ago? Because I don't, and I watched Fortress 1 and reviewed it. But don't worry, the first fucking 31 minutes or so will recap the fucking first movie. Ugh, and take forever for the damn action to start. Here we go. Fortress, Sniper's Eye, or Fortress 2. Why isn't it just called Fortress 2? Why is it called Sniper's Eye? There isn't a badass sniper in the movie. Sniping is not a huge element of the movie. There's no subplot involving a sniper or anything like that. Why is it called Sniper's Eye? This is directed by Josh Sternfeld, if I could call it directing. It's written by Alan Horsnail, who wrote the original Fortress, if I could call this writing. It is produced by Randall Emmett. By a story by Randall Emmett and Emil Hirsch. Oh my god, the cast is the same as the previous one. We got Jesse Metcalfe, we got Bruce Willis, we got Chad Michael Murray, Kelly Grayson, Darius Blaine. If you're in the first movie, there's a good chance you're in this movie, even if you died. So what is the plot of Fortress? Fortress 2? I guess I gave it away. Yeah, it's the plot of Fortress. Now, I'm going to spoil this movie. Do you care? I don't think you care. The first 35 minutes of this movie are really fucking slow and stupid. Why, if this is a secret military base, why is one of the characters' mother and daughter going to visit and are allowed in the secret government facility? Why do we have to see them getting picked up, then see the drive back to the base where we have to hear all this useless backstory? Isn't this an action movie? Where's the action in this action movie? They reuse footage from the first one. And I don't mean like a couple seconds. They show you complete scenes, just to get you up to speed, because no one's rewatching the first one to watch this. Bruce, I guess we're not allowed to make fun of Bruce anymore? Well, hey, this is a bad movie, and he's bad in it. That's my honest review of him in this movie. In fact, he does most of his acting laying down. His character gets shot at the start, and then he spends most of the movie laying down, delivering his lines. He's bad in this. It doesn't matter. I know he's going through stuff, and that sucks. It really sucks. But he is awful in this movie. So the plot is, I guess, Chad Michael Murray, who's the bad guy in the first movie, didn't die at the end of the first movie. He somehow survives. And so he goes back to the fortress to break into it again. This time he does it like that. And he wants revenge on Bruce Willis and wants to destroy Bruce Willis and wants to make Bruce Willis suffer in this movie. And I'm like, why? The movie starts with Bruce Willis saving this guy's wife like he promised at the end of the first movie. This guy should be kind of like happy and be like, thank you for saving my wife and stuff. No. It's like, my wife's going to help me get into this building now and I'm going to do all the same shit I did in the first movie. This movie's bad and it should feel bad. The directing is awful. There is a scene where two characters are chilling on a couch and I'm like, why am I watching this instead of some shooty action? Oh, it's because the shooty action is really badly directed and lame and the action sucks. But they're sitting there getting all lovey-dovey and connecting and bonding with each other. But the actor lady in the scene is like, and then I want you to take me to Paris, and my dad used to take me to Paris. I'm like, can we get a retake on this, please? Both of them do that. There's also elements of other actors kind of flubbing their lines, and they just like keep going. This movie has like no budget at all. Obviously, it reuses things from the first movie, but it's even lazier. Oh, the directing is awful. The acting is bad. No one is good in this. Usually in one of these shitty Bruce Willis movies, you have one actor who's just like, hey, I'm taking a paycheck, but I'm going to try. No, just give me the paycheck. At some point I just stopped taking notes. This is too dumb. And I'm just... There's a third one of these coming out. This is a trilogy. Why? So Chad Michael Murray's character could somehow, like, come back and get the money again? Like, what is going on here? This movie is awful, and it is, hands down, one of, if not the worst, of these straight-to-direct market Bruce Willis movies I've seen yet. Sucks that he's retiring. Doubly sucks that these are his last movies that we have to watch. And he's bad in them. This gets a 0 out of 10. This is complete garbage, butter nutballs. It's shit. Don't watch this movie. Fucking 30 minutes. The first 30 minutes is pretty much like this lame-ass soap opera. What are you doing? It's an action movie. If it takes 30 minutes for any action to happen, your movie sucks. You failed somehow.